Oh, the sounds here? Okay. Good evening, everyone who is watching the stream of AVD arrives on air. Welcome to my short-ish stream, but still, well, I mean, despite that, Daisy stream. So let's not waste our time. Let's just start playing some DayZ experimental like we've been doing for a while. Enjoying a little bit of DayZ experimental here and there. Experimental changes, you can read about them in the patch notes of like official DayZ related resources. The most important one would be like probably you can find links to the forum on Twitter, and just you can search the forum of Bohemian Interactive for that. But the best way would be to watch Wobo's videos on YouTube. So, are we... baldy enough to do some fishing here? I'm curious if it's possible to start a fire here and then hide inside. Or actually it's possible to start a fire inside, I think, and then get warm enough. And then do some fishing without attracting lots of ice. So let's get warm a little bit. First, you can have fires in these buildings that we have learned. I picked damaged rounds. Yeah, pretty stupid. The guy had tons of rounds and I picked damaged ones from the guy that I killed yesterday. So what happened yesterday is that I was kinda eyeing the ship. I got to this island and I was going to go to the ship, but first I wanted to take a look around from the highest point of this island, and I just started to climb. I started at the maybe that segment of the coast where this is just going to kill me one day. I started at that segment of the coast where it's probably would be like the shortest run / swim to the ship, and there's a cave there, so it's kind of like not just a random place. I believe people would go to that part of the coast, and I started climbing, running up, straight uphill, and I ended up on some point just running into a guy. This island, low pop server, running into a guy who wasn't ready, was not completely ready. How to say it right? He wasn't ready at all. Yeah, that's the right way to say it. Caught him completely off guard. Killed him. He caught me off guard too, but I was a little bit faster. Killed him, and only after like several minutes I got back to the place. I realized that he had a fire in the trees, not just a random guy running through the woods. He had a fire in the trees, and there were like there was a ton of loot lying around that fire, clothes and another backpack, like there was another person somewhere. Like there was another person somewhere nearby. I spent quite some time running around. I ran away to get warm. I returned. I never saw another person. But and nobody came to pick up the loot, so I was kinda a little bit, I don't know, amazed, not the right word. I just didn't know what to think at all. So that's my encounter that happened yesterday. And that's... Well, I mean, this island is the island that next to the ship, to the wrecked ship, where people would go for the best loot, and especially for the keys for the containers. But the island's big, and I managed to run into a guy in a completely random spot on the island. Okay. That's enough for now. Now let's prepare fishing. Gonna need a larger bush. Gonna need a couple sticks. Just a couple sticks. Another one. Okay. The only way to get food here is fishing. So we gotta do that. Improvised hook. Couple. That's enough. Let's keep the sticks for now. Then let's take our machete and start looking for worms. Unfortunately, this is unskippable. This part, this is survival. There's no food here, and I'm not leaving the island. At least for now. So... And I'm actually pretty glad that just fishing works. That has to be like 4 worms, I think, yeah, 4, I think. Here we go. One goes straight to the hook. Am I this fool? Okay. Another one goes straight to the hook. Then let's fix the machete. Let's craft the Fishing rod. And it's time to do some fishing. Sticks can go here. The sticks can... okay. Have to do it using my hands. Like that. Just like this. It's gonna take a second. And then cooking going to take a second. But what are you going to do? Immediately got a nice fish. Still had trout. Good. Yesterday, I caught 3 fishes and 1 pair of wellies. Another fish. This hook's done. Well, I mean, it's not done, it's just badly damaged, I think, but I have another one, so I can use it. Gonna get you. Good evening, welcome. It's good. It's actually don't want to jinx anything. Have you seen? You probably didn't see. You probably didn't see what happened to me yesterday on this island at a completely random spot. Well, not like 100% random, but pretty random spot on this island. I ran into a guy on this island, and I was just running uphill. I just wanted to get to the, well, some sort of high point, the highest point, and there was a guy in the trees, and well, I caught him off guard. He didn't expect me at all. I didn't expect him at all, but well, it ended badly for him. I ran away, of course. Then I returned, and only then I figured out that he wasn't just running through the woods. He had a fire. No, the guns, all the guns are mine. All the guns are mine. As all the guns have been with me for quite some time. So. Only after I returned, I realized that he had a fire in the trees there, so it was like a small camping spot. And the most the most strangest thing there was that there was a ton of loot around the fire, like there was another person who just left their backpack, their clothes at the fire, and that person never reappeared. I actually waited. I ran away, returned, the loot was still there. The body even despawned, the loot was still there around the ashes. So, and I just was like, what? Just like yesterday. I mean, yeah. You mean that? Okay. I mean, we could have talked. You didn't think about that? So, but yeah, we did not talk. So, I don't know what was that, but almost like his friend just logged out and never logged in. Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. And my fishing rod. Ooh. I totally forgot that I got a pristine fishing hook from that guy. Totally forgot about that part. Let's disassemble it. Not with a damaged knife. Let's fix the knife. Breakdown. We can have two fires at once. That would be interesting, but maybe twice as dangerous. I'm not sure. Let's break it. So if we just add 2 sticks here. Oops. And the ashes just got cold. I use this fire to get warm inside without the need to stay outside. Okay, and this. Aha, we need kindling here too. Touch. Start the fire. We're going to need a little bit more sticks. Definitely. 2 fires instead of 1 going. Not sharpen. Stop. Just take it. The other one. Okay. I don't want to burn my fillet. It's not even technically cooking yet. Since side. So 3, 2. Now it's cooking. There's no drying slots, so cannot preheat food. Can be sitting here. Just getting warm way faster. Because I think I'd be between two fires, technically speaking. Or maybe not. That have to be closer. Well, yeah. By the look of it. On Namalsk it used to be, I think, easier. I think the sphere of the heat from a fire was way larger on Namalsk. Cannot hear them cooking. They are not actually yet getting roasted on the grill. It's Tokyo, good evening, welcome. I'm back. I stream every day. It's Tokyo, good evening, welcome. I stream every day. I haven't missed a day in like maybe 5 years. No, 3 or 4 years. So, but welcome, man. Yeah, I stream at random times. Usually when it's nighttime in Europe. Usually. But changes are possible. I haven't missed a day since January 5th of 2020, I think. Oops. Or 2021. So, Estoki, I don't know if you heard that. I figured out what was the problem with that motherboard. I figured it out completely. The motherboard's completely okay. And when I tried to return it, they confirmed that it was completely okay. So it was the power supply that was getting, for some reason, well, not shorted, that was getting into overcurrent protection running that motherboard and that CPU. So I tested it on something older, something maybe less, well, not older even, something that was older but even more, consumed even more power. And it was kind of okay, but I think it's the power supply is compromised. So anyway, because on that motherboard it would just immediately go into overcurrent protection, and that would pretty much result in power being cycled indefinitely. Turn on overcurrent protection, turn on overcurrent protection, and so on, so forth and whatnot. So for some reason, something happens when this motherboard turns on that that power supply just cannot bear. But it can bear other motherboards easily. But I'm not using it because it's kind of like kind of middle upper range. And if it was something just unnamed, not branded, something, I don't know, low class, I didn't bother. I would have used it for something like basic, pretty much, because there's a lot of PCs around me and a lot of old PCs and whatnot. So, but because it's like middle class, even a little bit better than just middle class. I forgot to cook my potato. Okay, I'll eat it raw. I don't really know what to do with that power supply. Maybe I find a person to fix it, but it would be really hard even to explain that it doesn't work only with one motherboard. Maybe it just consumes a lot of power during its startup, and that triggers the overcurrent protection. That's the only explanation that I have. Okay. We are full now. We have our 2 pluses. Let's go. What do you think? Should I go back to that place in the middle of the island, completely random? Not completely random, but it would be completely random if I didn't know about a couple of landmarks nearby. So it's like 95% random. So should I go to that place and see if there's a camp there still? At least a fireplace. The second guy never appeared, and there was definitely enough loot on the ground. Pants, jacket, backpack, vest. There was definitely enough of that stuff for a second person. That's like a microscopic piece of fish. 4% left. I mean, I've been eating it. Okay, my bad. But they are like all less than 50. And this one, for example, is like only 34% left. That's nothing. I thought it was another fireplace, but cold. Ashes over fire. So, but yeah, when I figured out that the motherboard was completely okay, it was the power supply, I just upgraded my main PC with that motherboard. Finally, I got memory, I got motherboard, so everything is in my main PC now. Running DDR5 memory finally. And the old motherboard and the old set of memory planks. Well, that's my proper real second PC now. That's behind me right now. I got the CPU for that. So, and by the way, the problem with the power supply was on when I tried to use my power supply for bench testing. It's not like with my... Okay, we have a board. That's very nice. Now let's see if I have people around. so it was my bench power supply. And pretty much only that. My power supply in the main PC. Teka, привет. Welcome. If you wanted to Russian, then добро пожаловать. It was an Intel chip, yes. So everything's Intel that I have. I don't have any AMD. Not that I'm opposed. It's just everything's Intel. Just happened that way. What's that? Добро пожаловать. Welcome. So that's just welcome. The power supply in my main PC, it's completely okay running that motherboard. Two boards. Okay, that's definitely not something that happens here on just its own. And they are not decaying, and they're refueled. I think these boards are from today, because I believe they start decaying really fast. Alternate media device. No, advanced. But I don't have any. I mean, I actually bought an AMD CPU system, well, built an AMD system for my mother-in-law quite some time ago. And I have a feeling that even though that system was kinda just a PC for a person that doesn't really game, pretty much just a PC for browsing internet and watching videos maybe, I think that one's still relevant. Angry mediocre duplicate. Yeah. So we have a couple visitors on this island. Again, the server is low pop. I mean, I cannot figure out. I don't know how to even understand that. Somebody got really lucky and they found two bots. Teka? Oh, yeah. My condolences. Got a bit of test in my mouth. No, actually, gonna get you. I even made a stream on that machine that I assembled for my mother-in-law. I was able to play DayZ on it using the internal video card of the CPU. 720p it was, DayZ, but it still was. And I was able to stream it on the same machine. 720p, all 720p, but without any video card, and it was like stable 30 frames per second, so not maybe for competitive shooting, but definitely playable. Teka, yeah, man, I feel you. I know what it is. And people actually been complaining about USB instabilities related to, well, USB instabilities on AMD systems, but like musicians were complaining about USB not being 100% stable on AMD systems. Let's put it that way, because if your keyboard gets disconnected for a millisecond, a couple USB packets get dropped. It's not going to be a problem. But if your sound card audio interface gets disconnected when you use it, you would hear a click, or even worse, you'd record the click if you was recording. So, but again, other people say that if you have an AMD system like that, you can fix it by buying a separate USB controller board and use that one for your audio interface. Crimson Zamboni, did I say hi? So yeah. Plus, there's such things as NVIDIA drivers issue. They would increase overall latency for USB audio devices. So yeah, it's like fix it by buying Intel. Well, I mean, I didn't actually know that using, well, I mean, not all of them, but some of the PCIe USB controllers boards would help. I didn't know that it would help. I thought it would be worse than internal one, the one built into the motherboard, but no, actually it might help. But that's only for like musicians or for people who use some special devices with their USB. So if you just use it for mouse, keyboard, and then maybe hard drives and flash drives and whatnot, that's not going to be an issue for you. Yeah, happens. Gonna get you happens. It kinda happens to me as well, but so far it's been kinda okay, except for me, except for today. But I've done a lot this week. Today we finished working on those kinda shelfy things for the plants. So it's like, I think it categorizes as small furniture. It came disassembled, but it's not IKEA, so it's a little bit harder to assemble than IKEA. And because it was just pretty much wood without any finish, I decided that it had to be sanded, properly sanded. Yeah, I hate sanding, and I decided that it had to be oiled/waxed, a mix of oil and wax. I treated them, we treated them with that. So it took quite some time. And today, after like all the sanding, all the waxing and drying, we finally assembled those two pieces. It's like small shelves on its own, on their own stands for flower pots, pretty much. So let's see what we have in these buildings. Random stuff. Yeah, that part I'm familiar with. Gonna get you Teka. That part I'm familiar with myself pretty well. Did I hear an animal? I don't think so, but so, and we've done a lot of this like random stuff, like building furniture, waxing wood and whatnot. Over this week I've been working on some storage issues and some projects in the background. For example, yeah, the design of front panel SD to IDE controller panel. So there is like an SD to IDE board for like old PCs, and CF to IDE board, and I designed front panel for them. I am designing. It's like work in progress. So BP-san, good evening, welcome. So there's that. So I actually been, I think, a good boy, a productive boy. At least this week. But today, yeah, didn't feel great at all. Okay, we gotta get some sticks in our pockets and replenish our supply of bark. So I've done a lot, but I still have to do a lot, so that finish up the design of that front panel thingy for old PCs, for my retro needs. It's like the last thing that I'm going to need to start the retro build, because you cannot really use USB properly in DOS, even if you have USB on a very old system. So you can, there's a way, but you got to be running Windows. And you, what you cannot do, you cannot boot your system, like Pentium 1 system from USB. That's just not going to work. So the best way instead of USB is to use CF cards adapted to IDE interface or SD cards. And there are boards, but nobody made like front panel 5-inch panel for them, which is strange. So no, there are some designs, but not the designs that I wanted. And building a Pentium 1 machine just to kind of drop these controllers inside, and then you would have to pretty much open the case every time you'd want to change the SD card, change the CF card. That's like pretty stupid, I think. It shouldn't be. These adapters, they shouldn't be inside. There is a version of CF to IDE adapter that's attached to the motherboard PCI bracket, so you could access CF card from the back of the PC, but that's kind of a little bit strange, I would say. Front panel one, but that's I mean, in case of a PC, normal PC, that would be just a card reader, right? In case of a retro machine, that would be like a hard drive. No, we're good though? Or are you talking about like the real adapter? Adapting CF to IDE? Because mine work. I tested them. Mine work. So both SD and CF cards. I even installed Windows 2000 on one of the SD cards, and it died pretty fast. Because you're not supposed to do such things. Not supposed to do such things with like these flash cards, pretty much. The memory, they cannot use their memory properly to even out the wear. So they cannot like even out it. Even the wear out. Okay, you got me. So Windows would be just writing something in the same sectors of that SD card or CF card. And Windows actually writes a lot of data. DOS, not so much. Actually, barely anything. So running different types of DOS from CF or SD cards. That's a thing, but not Windows. I've seen people running Windows like 95, 98 using SD cards and CF cards, but yeah. My retro build is going to have an SSD inside it, so it's not going to be like retro that would offer all the right sounds of an old machine. I'm actually aiming to have a completely silent Pentium 1 machine. So, and I'm not a fan of using old hard drives anyway. Okay, so I'm going back to the place where I killed the guy yesterday. Was the great PCM-CIA? PCM-CIA. Credit card size 1 for inserting UID into... Yeah, PCM-CIA. That one. I've never used, but I know about them. So, but I will, of course, build that retro machine. It's going to be my first proper retro machine. I will, of course, stream it. But it's not going to be like an exciting build or something. Just a bunch of old components. But I'll stream it anyway. And then I have hardware for like around, I think at this point, 3 more machines of the same class. And then some other hardware for machines of higher class. Government company. Well, I mean, I know what... I understand you. I understand you. If it was an ID card, yeah, that wasn't something for home use. Was it here? No, it wasn't here. Or maybe it was. And then I have enough hardware for 3 Pentium 1 builds. And then I have hardware for Pentium 4 build, and then Pentium 3 or 2 build. So, yeah. I think I'm going just to have all of them. I don't think it happened here. Yeah. Not here. Not here at all. Close, but not here. Over there. That's the spot. For Windows 11. Yeah. I'm actually finally running Windows 11 at home on my second PC. But I'm still in process of figuring out things and software that I need on my second PC, so I keep just resetting everything, reinstalling it and whatnot. Was it this place? at that place. Okay, the fireplace is still here. Is it the one from yesterday? I'm curious, do they stay for that long? For how long do they stay? The loot, of course, is gone, but the fireplace? They stay a long time? Okay. So it's from yesterday. And it's been like a full day. Okay, that I didn't know. Good to know. So we'll have to start another fire. We'll have to start another fire. And this is gasoline. That we probably don't need, but just in case. So there's a cave down there, but I'm not going there. I'm not starting a fire in the cave because that's a huge landmark. Yeah, gonna get you. Same here. Same here. I thought they would just disappear pretty fast. I've always thought that. Bonafton, good evening, welcome. Okay, we got to have another fire, but not close to that fireplace. Just in case. Just here. Just one lone stick from that tree. That's interesting. It was a nice hidden spot for the fire. Yeah, I ran past it and I didn't see it. Obviously it was daytime. I just ran by it next to it and I did not see it at all. Three sticks should be enough. We are not 100% cold. We just need to get maybe 2 sticks would be enough. We just need to get a little bit of a boost. And actually I wanted to do a bit of a break before going to the ship, because who knows, that might take quite some time. But I'm not leaving the character unattended. I'm not going AFK with this character sitting next to the fire. So yesterday when I killed that guy and when I found his fireplace surrounded by piles of loot, it had like enough loot to completely gear up another person, guns maybe even more than for one more person. I actually was so freaked out. That's the best way to say it. I was so freaked out that I was like, didn't even go through their loot properly. I expected to like I don't know, the second character, the second player jump on me from the bushes, out of the bushes, completely naked with his knife or like stick, something like that. I think the only articles of clothing that I didn't find at that fireplace. Oh, crap, wrong one. It was, actually, I'm not sure even about the shoes. Small stuff like gloves and whatnot. I think that's what I didn't find. Everything else was there. All the important stuff. Okay, we need one more stick. Here we go, getting my second plus. And that's our chance to get to the ship. I could have used one of the boats, but those are allowed. If somebody is at the ship, if somebody is like hiding inside, camping it, or I don't think anybody would be camping it on experimental because it's like not high pop, but like staying there in terms of just maybe looting, re-looting, surviving there, like having a camp, not camping. So having a real camp, yeah, easily. I have space for more sticks now. Can make this happen just in case we need them. In leaving this fireplace behind. Okay, I'm going to log out. I'm going to take a short break, and then we will continue. So, some AFK, some clips for you, some AFK time for me. Be right back.
Not much we can do with this. It's on you? Those direction. I see. No. I'm dead.
Oh fuck! I got shot. Shotgun. Very close. Very close, Rife.
And I'm back. Some pretty old clips right there. So let's return to real-time Daisy. Logging in. So we are going to the ship. If we die, well, if we die on a different server, I have a character nearby. So we won't start like completely fresh. We'll go to another server and play a different character. And if this island as popular as it feels, then yeah, it's definitely a scene dying here trying to get to the ship. Definitely might be a scene easily. Got to get an angle. Take a look. I'm not sure if it's possible to see fire going on in one of the fire barrels at this distance, but at least the plume of smoke. I suppose we don't have fire barrels on that side behind this main big scene on the boat, right? No, Tekka, the last kill unfortunately has been updated. There is a clip of the yesterday's kill, there is a clip, but the command hasn't been updated. It was completely random, Tekka. Insanely random. Okay. Now we just got to go. Okay, Crimson Zamboni, sorry. I don't know what happened. I wasn't really looking at the chat. Oh. Something definitely happened, but not something that's supposed to happen. There's a little bit of swimming unavoidable here. And then there's going to be, I think, a little bit more. Yeah, these ice sounds, they are actually scary. If you expect somebody to start shooting at you, these sounds are scary. Random guy in the woods, yeah. And he wasn't... Well, I mean, he was alone. But I only found his friend's clothes and loot next to the... They had a fireplace in the trees nearby that I didn't even see. So I never found his friend. But there was a pile of clothes and a backpack. So his friend was definitely drying up his clothes next to the fire and maybe looked out, maybe something else, something more interesting happened. Grenade launcher. Okay, this is wet. We can make all this damp. And we shoot. Especially these items that soak in a ton of water. So maybe we will be able to get by without any fire barrels. I mean, who knows? Yesterday there was a guy and probably his friend in the middle of these woods and a semi-random place on this island. Not like random, but I would call it semi-random place. And yesterday I didn't hear nothing like coming from anywhere at all. This cannot be, yeah. Okay, we're looking for the keys. That's the only thing we need. Fortunately, not this gun. This is flooded. these rounds I need. That's for my pistol. Ooh, the noise of it. Badly damaged. No. Okay. Loaded grenade launchers. So I do not expect somebody being here, but at this point, who knows? Ah, our first key. We found the blue key. Okay, 2 rounds. Not interested. They're so small. I caught a glimpse of something under the stairs. So there's a fire barrel here. Not that in the direct view, but still. So the first key was here. Grenade launchers. You can probably make a grenade launcher this much around the ship. Probably have it just even without any mods. There's quite a lot of empty. Interesting. There's a lot of empty loot over there. Yeah, there's loot over there. There's a lot of empty magazines. The first time I looted this boat, it had a lot of empty magazines. There's really easy to get stuck in here. Second part. Oops, that was unexpected. Did I get wet again? Yeah, freaking hell. Cannot wring them out for some reason. Cannot make them damp. Strange. So maybe it's marginally only wet. Or maybe something's completely wrong. Interesting, there's no loot on this deck. No, there is. Damaged rounds. Wish I had a boat to get out of here. So I found just one key. Is it possible to find another? New loot over there. Doesn't look like. So some decks, they feel like they don't spawn anything at all. Or maybe it's just rare on them. M16. That's in the open. FAMAS with an empty magazine. So these empty magazines kind of suggest that we're pretty much looking at something that has been looted. With just one round. So in these rooms they seem to be pretty annoying because, well, yeah, once in a while they spawn things. So if you want to be thorough, you sort of will have to check all of them. Tactical short left just in here, the hallway. Can I just... Yeah, I can ring it out now. So it was a glitch that I couldn't make it drier. Go, maybe something related to the ship, to our position around this place, like if it's like lower deck, higher deck, things like that. Maybe it's just nothing really. So let's check the upper decks. Yeah, some rounds. And some guns, so okay, confirmed. There's loot here. I thought these rooms were empty. No loot outside. No, okay. By the way, at some point I think these bots used to spawn loot, but not here. At Reef, if I remember it right. But maybe it was just a dream. Maybe I just dreamed it. Quite some rooms to hide, but the doors cannot be closed. The main room. This one actually used to spawn something in the reef. And here, like, empty. We have one more on the top. Yeah, a fire barrel completely in the open. We want to catch a sniper bullet. So we've checked all the... Oops. Upper decks. Like the main deck, I think. Now let's go to the lower decks. That's... that we did not check. Yeah. Night vision scope it was. More rounds for my pistol. 3, okay. Gonna take it for 3. And almost nothing, never ever here, but there's stuff on the bottom. Something is here. Some rounds in good condition. EMR magazine. More rounds. And silencers. Yeah, all these doors, they are locked, closed. Just a field blast. I mean, this ship probably should spawn more keys for the containers. I'm not asking for more loot, but more keys would be nice. So far I looted the ship twice, and only 1 key found. Considering that they might be hiding, might spawn a little bit inside something, might not be visible in the vicinity search. Now we gotta go back. We found only 1 key. That's not a lot, but better than nothing. Is there a way to get around this open water here? No. It's an opening that just goes. So there's 2 straits like this. One, and then there will be another one. Oops. Almost fell into a crack between ice sheets. Here we have another one that we have to just swim across. Let's go over there. Find a couple of ice sheets that are closer to the land. Minimize all the swimming. Going to minimize swimming. It's actually pretty shallow. Can see the bottom of the place here. Almost got to this island. That's the mainland. All we need is to just start the fire, but not here, of course. There's like maybe 7 houses on this island, and only one of them's one of them is intact, and the rest are ruins. So they're all landmarks. It's better not to start any fires in them. So we got 1 key. It's actually pristine. There have been some changes related to the loot that spawns in containers. What's that? Looked like a house for a second. A little bit in the open. A little bit too much in the open. Am I going to run into another guy like that? Just looking for a place to start my own fire. Not ideal, but it will do 100%. Fireplace. Hide it in there, hide it in there. Start. Ignite the fireplace. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now another round of getting dry. And then we are taking one of the boats and start just sailing around, hoping not to get shot. Hoping not to get shot by somebody from one of the islands. And I'm lucky that this character is wearing the main clothes on him. They're like water resistant. His jacket and his pants, they only get wet. They don't get soaked or drenched. It would have been probably way worse had he be wearing like I don't know, something less water resistant. Okay, that's ready. So I don't need lone fires around me. Don't want to attract attention to the place even after I'm gone from this place. Now we'll have to spend some time here to get warm and dry. Can we do it faster with 2 fires? I mean, we gotta try. We can try. There's a lone stick right there. Go. Craft another fireplace. Here. Goes here. Started. United. Okay. I kind of want to get dry my backpack and my vest and my shoes, things like that. So usually it takes quite some time for these to stop being soaked. Well, with one fireplace. Let's see if it gets any better with 2. Both are at full temperature right now, blistering hot. The backpack still soaked. Yeah, probably that's just well, we have 2 pluses already, there's that. But we are not looking to get 2 pluses faster. We are looking to, yeah, get things dry faster. The gloves are still damp. The vest, the shoes, the backpack still soaked. Get another stick. I heard that 2 fires actually help on Namalsk, but I haven't played there in a very long time. I sharpened the stick, okay. Instead of breaking it, I sharpened it again. The shoes and the vest and the gloves are empty now. The backpack's getting there very slowly. one container key. That's all we have. It's actually showing that my temperature is still going up. Not anymore. Okay, it's stabilized. So, doesn't really offer any insulation whatsoever, this Burla backpack. But I'm afraid of it turning into a debuff when being, well, maybe not wet, but like soaked or drenched. For that, to learn about that, we'll have to consult, like, I think, Vobo's website. He has all the info about what actually becomes a problem. Let's put it that way. What becomes a problem if it gets really, really wet. One of the fireplaces is done. The backpack is still wet. I guess we'll have to just stay with a wet backpack. Not cutting more sticks, but I should have some sticks with me. Okay, the backpack is damp. At this point, I think having this backpack in the state's not going to be, it's not possible for it, even in theory, to be a debuff. Okay, now we got to get to the other side of the island, and we got to be ready to encounter more people in the middle of the island. I cannot freaking... I made the fire next to their fire, pretty much. I found this place again. I mean, maybe this place is not random. Maybe all the directions on this island, they actually lead to this group of trees. No matter how hard you try to find something else, you end up here. Because this time I wasn't going here, and I still ended up here. Where I killed that guy yesterday. Now we got to get to the lighthouse. And steal one of the boats. I think those boats are fresh. They are boats from today. Because remember, I had a boat. I looked out on another island nearby, a small one with just a house and a lighthouse. So ended like lighthouse keeper house, and the next day I did not play DZ after I looked out there, but I logged in to check if the boat was still there. The boat was still there where I left it on the coast, but it became badly damaged. The engine, there was an engine light, so it was clearly going bad and going bad fast. And nobody used it, it was still exactly the way I left it, so it was happening just on its own. Look how big this island is. Vast open spaces. I mean, you always can do fishing if you want to survive, like on a secluded island. All you need is just ability to catch fish and something to, well, disinfect water. Not disinfect, chelate it to get rid of the heavy metals, heavy metal poisoning of the snow and water. So technically an unlimited supply of just chelating tablets. So you won't be able to survive here sustainably. I'm running straight towards the lighthouse. I hope that I'm cutting corners right here. It's like, I don't know why when you look at this island on the map it doesn't look especially big, but when you see this, I mean, a lot of places to get shot at from. Especially running like that across open fields. So, and I'm not staying next to the ship. Maybe we will return to the ship to find more keys. But I've looted the ship twice. This character has done it already twice. Not like in a row, but pretty close to each other. Those raids to the ship happened, so leaving the boats next to the lighthouse, and I mean that's easy access, of course. But still. We are close. All we need is just one boat. Did I miss the lighthouse? Oh, it's over there. Have to be sure it's safe to approach. For example, no smoke coming out of the chimney. That's not a guarantee, but I tend to not even look at that part. So I can see a lot of signs of people in DZ, but no the chimney smoke. Can spot a lot of signs of people. Chimney smoke, I just don't register it. Have our 2 pluses mostly. Okay, let's get the spark plug out. Damaged, so I'm keeping it safe from being accidentally damaged by zombies in my inventory. So both bullets are still here. Let's see which one's better, and then maybe think another one. So green, 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 everything is green. And this one's green too. Okay. Let's take the military one. Pixel camo. There's absolutely no need for these 2 boats to be both here. And it's done. That was pretty easy. Oh, this one now has a damaged engine. That's interesting. And why is it sinking? That's better. Because it's decaying too, they are both decaying. That's what's happening. Stop, 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 stop engine, stop the engine. Can I get out? Is it safe? More or less. No, I'm not going to drink it. Let's refuel the boat. Not much, but something. Get in. Should get us where we need to go. Ooh. Okay. That's a little bit unexpected move. Can we start turning, please? No? No, we cannot. Okay, another nice boat ride. This time closer to the coast. But not this island we are skipping. All the other islands. Looking for for a container to open. And at the same time trying not to get stranded if the boat runs out of the fuel. Kinda tends to turn on its own a lot. Hey. I didn't press anything, it started turning pretty steeply on its own. We still have one plus, and that first plus is actually going to be there for quite some time. And we gotta start looking for another boat because the engine's damaged. If we park this one and log out, we might not be able to find it. Dock this one and log out. We might not be able to find it the next day just because of the boat decay, I think. I gotta actually watch. I didn't watch that video, haven't yet. Woba's video on boats. Containers here. That island I'm not checking. It scares me. So if the boat breaks like somewhere here, I think that'll simply kill me. I don't have any fuel for the fires on me. Actually, got to have some sticks. And even if I had, you cannot start fires on ice sheets. So I'm not going to stop at this island with the lighthouse. Is that another boat? Yesterday and that stream before yesterday, I spent quite some time already on that island. But I'm going to the land. I'm coming off the boat. If there is a container, and if it's blue, of course. Is that a container or just a line of bushes? That's a container. So let's see if we can figure out the color of the lock without leaving the boat. Oops, 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 oops. Don't need to go that fast. Yellow. That's yellow. And the next island. Cannot see it. Should be somewhere over there. The weather seems to be good, but I cannot see anything. More containers here. Yeah, there's one over there. Yeah, can see the next island. There is one more container and the next island. So there's 4 colors, so it's 25% chance to find the container of the right color. And this one looks like it is actually blue. Hey. No, 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 no. Get in. Stop the engine first. Stop the engine. Take the spark plug, just in case. Board, good evening, welcome. Okay, our first container. Our first container, people. Okay, let's see if it's... Yeah, it's locked from both sides. And this is sorta... Well, not underwhelming, I would say. Could have been better, though. Damaged rounds. Let's get rid of the damaged ones. Damaged 9 mils. Maxi. Badly damaged. Everything is damaged or badly damaged. This container looks like it actually has been looted. Okay. Not a lot of interesting stuff. The key is still pristine. So I think we can open a lot of containers. Yeah, it's pretty good. You're right. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. But not for me right now. I mean, actually, I never checked. I think my AUG doesn't take them, right? So it takes only AUG magazines. It cannot take, yeah, it cannot take just M4 mags, as far as I remember. Okay. I so rarely get to use an AUG that I don't remember what actually it uses. One of them uses only its own magazine, another one I think uses everything. Yeah. So that was my first container open. I just opened my first container in 1.27. So I'm not going to that island. Spend enough time there. We are going straight to the next one. We should stay closer to the coast in case we run out of gasoline. Or at least stay closer to the ice sheets. But yeah, pretty much yellowing it. So in 2 raids of the wrecked ship I was able to find only one blue key, and that was it. Word, yesterday I killed a guy on this island, seemingly at a completely random spot somewhere inland. Not on the coast, not close to any landmarks. And it was more of a just knee-jerk reaction. Low pop server, I absolutely didn't hear anybody, didn't see anybody, didn't expect anybody. But I got killed, no, not on this server. On another one. I have a character on another experimental server. On the island next to Petropavlovsk, and on that server I got killed trying to steal somebody's boat. Yeah, fishing and offering food, yeah, that's, yeah, I mean, I don't kill farmers, I don't kill, I don't even try people like that, usually, unless there's like a swarm of them. But that guy, like in the middle of that island, somewhere on the slopes of it, I was like, what? I was freaked out, let's put it that way. And I ended up being even more freaked out when I learned that actually he wasn't just running through the woods. He had the fire going on in the next group of trees nearby, and around that fire later I found like another set of clothing and a backpack and a ton of loot. Like there was another person, but I actually never found another person. Trigger happy, yeah. 100% true. 100% true. 200% true. Okay, looking for containers. I'd love to open more than one. So this island here has a house. A ruined house. Oh, that's new. Now it has not only a house, it has some concrete bunkers. They're nothing special in terms of loot, but I wanted to take a look. It's gonna be my first. Power plug. There's another one over there. Holster. My holster is damaged, and this holster is badly damaged. So they have these things. You can just close all the windows, and it's impossible to open from the outside. But in terms of loot, it's like nothing special. Bored. That's nice. That's nice. Killed somebody with just an amphibia. That's a serious move. Okay, so since we are here, maybe let's have another fire inside this house. And maybe get some sticks in our inventory. Because the kindling I have. Not much, but enough. But the fuel for the fires, yeah, if I end up stranded somewhere. You hate P1? Interesting. I don't think I've used P1. Well, I mean, I don't remember if it was in if it was a gun as seen in point 62 and before. Did we have P1s back then? I don't remember. So, but I don't think I've ever used them in like 6.3 and later with the new engine. Don't think I've ever had that opportunity. Got to be sitting next to the fire in order to get all the temperature buffs, not running around. Ow, ow, ow. Always. I keep doing that. What the hell? It's now so easy to accidentally end up in the fire. And actually this time I ended up in the fire, my head first in it. So that's nice. My knife's damaged. Let's fix it. bored. I know, right? There's this rifle. Left it on the table. On the bench. God. This time it was again my head. It's completely unintentional, believe me. Five sticks stay with me, and 2 sticks we can throw in there. Some water while we are waiting. I mean, 762 Mosins, I kinda know, I think I know the place where they spawn as a civilian gun. It's a place called Yasnaya Polyana. That's where, well, in 1.26 I was able to find like a Mosin in every other house. I think Yasnaya Polyana. I don't remember the exact name of it. So kinda a settlement with houses sparsely thrown around the slope of a hill, big hill, next to the, oh, is it electrical station? So not the geothermal station, not there. A little bit more south and west from there, I think. The same valley as the geothermal station. The same valley. Gentle leather. Yeah, I mean. I know. But that's Sakhal. This is going to be probably... This is already on its last legs. Okay, are we good? Yes, we are good. Let's keep going. I don't have all day. No. Run action. Yeah, something like this. We get the engine in the water mostly. My poor damaged spark plug. Get in. Start the engine. Start the engine. Stalling. Here we go. Our goal is to get to that island, I think. That island has probably the most amount of container spawns, or the next one after it. Probably the next one after it. This one has a lighthouse. I forgot about that. But no buildings whatsoever. Maybe there's a container spawn somewhere over there. But as I said, I don't have all day. Gotta get to the place where it all just spawns. That's just a sheet of ice, right? It is still a military peninsula. Yeah. Okay, so not this one, the next one. We need to get to the next one. So I don't think I have actually been to the big town next to the airfield. I haven't actually explored the main island really well, to be honest. So the only big town I've been to so far, a city, it's like Petropavlovsk, the capital of Sakhal. Petropavlovsk-Sakhalsky. Yeah, this one is the island. With a cave, not the island with two kind of, well, one ruined village and one shanty town, consisting of sheds and shacks. No, that's not a container. That's another concrete bunker. Two concrete bunkers. Okay. So these islands are so big, like Shantar, for example. I wish they had something a little bit more than just a couple of ruined buildings and a couple of concrete bunkers. Shantar has a ruined village. There's another bunker over there, and we have a container. Let's see if it's of the right color. Oh no, it's a bunker. Crap. There's a lot of them. On this kind of double island. Haven't seen any containers on this one. Yeah. The trees are already rendering. Almost there. Oh boy. It has happened. Well, I can see some ice sheets over there. How far though? Let's see if I can check the distance. Hey, not like that. 500 meters to those ice sheets. Okay, not that bad. And that's a little bit too far. And there's... yeah, that's kilometer of swimming. And that's... yeah, if I want to survive, and I want to survive, I gotta just go in that direction. So... good that I still have 2 pluses on. There's a chance to find another boat at that island, but staying on that one is going to mean that we going to be completely stranded. Why am I swimming that fast without stamina? My character got so scared that he's now ignoring the stamina. Okay, already cold. This is going to be bad. Could have been worse though. Could have been way worse. I'm somehow swimming fast. Probably burning my energy like crazy, but energy we can replenish. So we need to swim like half a kilometer. Oops, no. The boat's pretty far away now. But still not that far. So, and I'm not seeing any buoys or anything that would let us to make a stop and get warm. Is the weather getting worse? Hearing some gusts of wind. And now I'm losing health properly. I might not be able to make it. There's no way to start a fire on these ice sheets. Oh yeah, look at this. I lost 1/3 of my health. I mean, it's kinda hard to imagine it being worse than this. Death swim, yeah, Connachton. Ended up properly stranded on a boat without any fuel. I'm curious if I can make it. So I can see the ice sheets getting bigger. Properly bigger now. I won't be able to stop dying though. I'll be able to maybe die slower. So which one's closer one? I don't know. The one that's ahead. Maybe. Maybe I should aim for those. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. And I'm actually swimming pretty fast because of some sort of glitch, I don't know. Okay, that one's close. That one's really close. The boats. I cannot see the boat anymore. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Not like this. Okay, now we are moving. I can see that we are getting closer. I hope there's a way to start a fire somewhere. Maybe there's like a couple rocks. Ugh, freaking hell. I'm still swimming fast though. I might not be able to make it. It's like half a kilometer swim. See, I'm swimming fast for some reason. There is a problem with swimming speeds, I think. So it kinda locks you in your initial state. If you can swim fast in the beginning, that you would swim fast all the time. If you cannot, you won't be able to. Oh boy, okay. That's like pretty much it for this character. Managed to do it, but maybe if we start dying a little bit slower. Yeah, no, that's not going to help. I cannot start fire on the ice sheets. It's not possible. I cannot start firing here. I need some proper surface. And here we go. Okay. That's perfectly summarizes it, I guess, for the evening. Died because of half a kilometer, maybe even longer swim. So you cannot have fires on ice sheets. The game is not going to won't allow that. You got find some rocks. Sometimes there would be, or even a buoy would work. You can start a fire on a buoy. So yeah, okay. That character froze to death on Sakhal, which is only fitting. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. That was an interesting end, but yeah, okay. Only opened one container, but still opened it. So there's that. So let's call it a day, and before we turn everything off, YouTube people, please, if you're watching me on YouTube, live or not live, leave a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe for more. We'll continue playing this. I have another character that's sorta probably the same fate is going to the same fate awaits him, so, or her, I don't remember. So yeah, Twitch people, thank you for watching. Don't leave the channel yet. Let's raid somebody before calling it a day. Just a second. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Just give me a sec. Maybe somebody who we haven't raided before. Boom, 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 boom. Going through the list of streamers in the in our section of Twitch. That guy, I think I read it. There's a person playing Sakhal on a console. let's see if I can raid him. I found somebody playing Sakhal. Interesting. But I think we should be able to read them. It's a little bit dark on their screen. We cannot read them. Why do people do that? I don't know. He turned off the rates. Why? What the hell? Okay, let's go to somebody playing on official servers. There's a lot going on their screen, and they seem to be in Chernarus. So we are back to Chernarus. And I cannot raid this guy too. What is wrong with these people? They disable raids explicitly. I mean, doesn't look like they big or anything. I receive like lots of raids. Okay, this guy I can raid. They are playing on official servers too. So the third person that I found, only the third one actually is possible to raid. So see you all tomorrow. Let's go and say hi to Deadshot555. That's it for tonight. Goodbye and good night.